Hey everybody, it's MommaOG. I'm back with another reaction. Tonight I have another donation request for Dave. Dave, as always, thank you so much. He asked me to listen to another Yes song. This one's called Heart of the Sunrise, and he said it was off the 1971 album Fragile. There were a few versions, but this is the first remaster, it looks like, 2008. I'm a little wary about doing remasters because I did one recently that you guys were telling me that that's not exactly how it was when it was released initially, that they changed some stuff and the panning was, the sound wasn't quite what it should have been. So the only one that I could find that was not a remaster from their channel directly, it looked like it was off a Best Of album or Essential album or something, and I didn't want to go that route. So I'm just doing this one. I hope this is okay. I'm excited for this. I've got my earbuds in. Let's take a listen. Okay. Sorry to pause it already. That bass guitar's doing some things in the background there that I can't really quantify into words because I'm not smart enough musically to do that, but it's noticeable to me, both in the note choices and also the timing. It's doing some, it sounds complicated to me. I want to hear that again. I'm just going to back it up a little bit. Timing there. Yep. It's crazy. Comes the guitar. Heard some keyboard. I mean, other than the obvious.
comes to you and you follow. Lose one onto the heart of the sunrise. Sharp distance. How can the wind with its arms all around me? Lost on a wave, then after, dream on to the heart of the sunrise. Sharp distance.
I think that's keyboard. It might be guitar. That right? It could be either one.
Lost in your eyes as you hurry by, counting the broken ties they
God.
decide. Love comes to you, and then after, dream on to the heart of the sunrise. Lost on a wave.
That was nice.
Dream on to the heart of the sunrise. Sharp distance. How can the wind with its arms all around me? Sharp distance. How can the wind with so many around me? I feel lost in the city. Lost in their eyes as you hurry by, counting the broken ties they decide.
Wow. Wow. Straight light moving and removing sharpness of the color sunshine. Straight light searching all the meanings of the song. Wow.
Long last treatment of the telling that relates to all the words. Song. Dreamer, easy in the chair that really fits you.
My God. I'm sitting here writing notes, but these notes could apply throughout all of this so far. And I'm just sitting here, my brain's like going, how am I going to explain all this? There's so much going on. I'll do my best. I'm not going to keep talking too much. We're almost done, but there is so much going on in the song that my brain is starting to feel overwhelmed. It's all good stuff, but
Love comes to you, and then after,
piano.
dream on to the heart of the sunrise. Short
Listen to that piano. God.
distance. How can the wind with its arms around me? Short distance. How can the wind with so many around me? I feel lost in the city.
Oh my God. Okay, this is still the video. I don't know if this was supposed to be on here. It just doesn't seem like it fits in, but okay, where do I start? Always, the first thing that always punches me in the face with Yes is that warm, fuzzy bass that they have. I say warm and fuzzy, but it punches me in the face. And the thing I got throughout that whole entire song, which I get with, I'm starting to learn. I mean, I kind of caught on to this fairly early on, but they have such a distinct sound, not just his vocals, but the sounds of their instruments, that sound of that bass, even some of the key stuff they do, and definitely the guitar work. When you hear that, even if you've never heard a song before, when you hear that, you know immediately who it is. Same with his voice. There was so much going on in that instrumentally. I was having a hard time keeping up, and so much going on that it didn't all retain in my brain, but the dynamics of that song instrumentally were mind-blowing. I mean, literally, my brain is hurting a little bit, as it does with intricate, complicated pieces such as this. Of course, it had many transitions that were so unpredictable. It was kind of like watching a movie in audio form, if that makes sense. There were peaks and valleys and soft parts and intense parts. driving parts, which you generally don't find that much dynamic in one song. So coming to know that Yes is a incredibly complex band. And like I said, one of my last reactions, I knew them best from like Owner of a Lonely Heart. Roundabout, I know very well, but that kind of clued me in. That kind of made me stop what I was doing. And then hearing the songs that I haven't heard yet, more of their complicated prog stuff that you would never hear on the radio. It's even beyond what I imagined just from Roundabout. I don't know if I'm explaining this clearly, but it makes sense in my head. The thought came to me in the middle of that this is not easy listening, but then again, it is. It's kind of a juxtaposition. You could, if you really want to sit down and pay attention to something, this music would be a great example of what you could sit down and focus on. But you could also put this on doing anything, have it in the background. I felt like I heard some weird time signatures, just odd. They were very subtle. Sometimes it felt like there were 40 instruments, different instruments being used. And I know there's not that many people in this band, so that's also amazing and stood out to me. Yeah, again, like I say, with most of these reactions to them, I'm going to have to hear this several more times for everything to sink in. Of course, I was trying to listen to the lyrics, but as far as what the song is about, I couldn't even begin to guess at this point. So I'll have to listen to it a few more times. If any of you want to fill me in on that, this was another amazing composition, I would say, because it certainly can hold a candle to some of the classical compositions and music that was made 400 or 500 years ago. It's just like a more modern version of what Bach and Beethoven and Mozart were doing. It's incredible because it's so complicated. Dave, as always, thank you for introducing me to this song. On the surface, it was awesome, as they all have been. I'm just going to have to listen to it several more times to be able to wrap my head around it completely. Thank you all so much for being here to watch. I will see you next time. Excited. No, get down.